Hi everybody, look at me coming on before I even pull my hair down and be ready. Alrighty, welcome beautiful people. I am Deb.K and this is Coffee with Deb.K, guidance for your body, mind, and soul. And today, let's start off with, look at me, I'm like just jumping right in. I'm so excited. Let me double check you can hear me really quick on my other device that I have. And definitely live. Okay, good. You can hear me. I believe I can see comments. I'm a little bit of a hot mess, but what's new, right? Coming at you as real as can be, as the true me. I'm going to pop this other earbud in. All right. Take two. Welcome, beautiful people. I am Deb.K, and this is Coffee with Deb.K. Guidance for your body, mind, and soul. New name, new look, but always the same awesome guidance coming through for you to help you through pathways to nourish, detox, cleanse, repair, and rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul. Now, today's focus is going to be around detox for your body, mind, and soul. And you can, if you stay till the end, you'll also find out some things that are upcoming with me to help you and ways to work with me. You can find links up above in the post. And if you have questions or comments, please do put those in the comments below under this live. Hashtag replay if you're on replay. And feel free to share this group, share this page with your friends. And if you are not in my private group and you would like to join, there is a link to join. You can share that with your friends too. If there's anybody in your life that you think would benefit from what I share, please share with them. Sharing is definitely caring. And as always, my videos are all available on replay if you can't make the live. So let's get energies settled just a little bit here. All right, so a little bit about me. I am like your fairy godmother. So I'm here, I've arrived. I'm Deb.K, and I am here to help you go from feeling flat to feeling fun, flirty, and fabulous every single day. And it's time to start feeling 10 years younger. We're going to do this by awakening that magically marvelous fabulousness buried within you. And what I share today may be different than what you currently understand, but please just allow this to flow with you. Feel the truth, let it settle, because we are likely more on the same page than you realize. And of course, as always, ask any questions that you have down in the comments. Okay, so number one, I have a new coffee mug for Coffee with Deb. I'm so excited. There's a sneak peek at something that's coming up. I'll let you guess. You can put your guesses in the comments below what this mug is all about, or partially about, whatever you feel is coming through your own guidance. This is a good chance for you to practice your connection with your higher self and with God. And what am I talking about? If you're new here, your higher self, have you heard about that? Well, your higher self is basically your energetic vibrational frequency match. She is, if you're female, she's female. If you're male, male. And your connection to the ethereal realm and all things spiritual. Now, you're definitely connected to God as well, because if you go back to some of my previous videos where I've talked about how your soul is created, and shared with you that you are made up of basically if you could imagine God's energy in a big vat of goodness and other energy, we'll get to that in a minute. You're basically a big ladle of God energy plus a ladle of other energy, which is higher self energy. Put it all together, mix it up, sprinkle in all the magic and the gifts and the amazingness that becomes you. And that's your soul creation. So you are always connected to your soul, your pure, unadulterated soul. It's a matter of choosing to have that connection be open or to be disconnected from it. Because God gave us free will, so we get to choose. And you're always connected to God, and you're always connected to your higher self because you're created from that energy in your soul. It's amazing. So, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, but if you're really into learning more about that, go check out my Meet Your Higher Self video series. I'm not sure if it's on my YouTube, but it's definitely on a playlist here on this page, and it's in my private group in the guides. So today we're going to talk more about your health. Nourishing, detoxing, cleansing, repairing, and rejuvenating. Now, previously on the last, it wasn't called Coffee with Deb.K, but it was called Live Guidance, and new name, new energy. We shared about previously we shared about immunity and nourishing your body, mind, and soul. So today we're going to focus a little on detox. Now, you might have noticed I don't bring anything to you to share with you that I have not done myself. And excuse me. Last Friday, during my regular video series lives, you might have noticed my throat was being a little crazy. It's still a little bit there. And part of this is because of something I am working on behind the scenes to bring to all of you. But again, I'm doing it on me, to myself, by choice, to perfect it, to help share it with you in the best way possible for you to have that information. So, detox. There's lots of ways. We'll just start with body. We'll go body, mind, and soul. How about that? So, detoxing our bodies. There's actually a protocol, and it really depends on everybody's individual circumstances. Now, what happens when our minds and our soul doesn't really become toxic? It really can't. It is encapsulated and always unadulterated. It's a matter of the things around that encapsulation that might make somebody perceive their soul or someone else's soul to be toxic. But that's not, in fact, the truth. It's always pure on the inside of that encapsulation. So there's all this other junk and vibrational garbage that flows in that we can create, we can attract, we can do all the things through all of the universal laws like law of attraction. And we have the choice. We have free will to perceive them as we perceive them and to take that on. Now, when we perceive our emotions and experiences in fear, it creates more fear. When we perceive them in love, it creates more love. And the vibration of fear and love are completely two different levels, right? So, if you are pulling in and holding on to low vibration, fear vibration, anything that's on the bottom of that vibrational scale, what can happen is the energetics, the vibration, the feelings, the emotions can manifest into reality, into things like disease, toxins being held within your body, parasites being held within your body, little dry spots in the back of your throat. That's why bring your coffee or your tea if you don't drink coffee or any other drink you would like. Bring that along with you. So your body can hold on to these things. And if you hold on to it long enough, it gets stored as low vibration, which can actually wreak havoc and start a trip cycle of you feel bad and you cause something to kind of go bad within your systems, your bodily systems. And then you feel worse from that because your body is not functioning properly, efficiently, in the way that the cells were purposed to be functioning. And it's that cycle. Then you feel worse. And then your mind starts going, right? And saying that this happened for a reason. And it did. It did. The reason was you were choosing fear over love. And the reason is likely if you are not awakened yet, spiritually awakened, if you are not reconnected in all of your glorious marvelousness to who you are, to your unadulterated soul as it was created, that is likely a reason why this has happened. It's to wake you up. It's to start you on your journey to feeling 10 years younger, to looking 10 years younger, to feeling absolutely, marvelously, fabulously, spectacular as you were created. And so through detoxing your body, you can create a feeling of feeling better and feeling good. You can also do this with your mind. Now, sometimes it might be easier to start with your mind. It really depends on what your journey is going to be like for you. And you may not necessarily know. I mean, you definitely won't. Let's get this straight. You're definitely not going to know when you start on your journey to awakening what is in store for you, other than I can promise you will feel better and feel good at some point. And then you'll be fully awakened and you can choose what your next steps are in your journey from there. There will be some bumpy times, like we're just physical human and that is how it's meant to be. But it is worth it. It is worth it. So depending on what your emotions and your experiences have been like and your perspective up until this point in your life will depend on where you choose to start. Now, some of you have heard my story or parts of my story. I felt so horrible inside that I chose to start with my body. I didn't choose to start with the things going on in my mind and my subconscious. I didn't choose to start with those things because I knew that was going to be really hard, really, really hard, and I didn't want to do it yet. In hindsight, if I had started there, the rest of it might have been a breeze. But that wasn't meant to be for me. And there was reason and meaning around why my journey unfolded the way it did. And it was so I could be here today to really help and guide others through anything, because I took my journey in the way I took my journey. So I started with my body. I started with my skin because if you are in a place of feeling so low vibrational, so fearful, you're going to just do those little things that you can control, that you think will enact some change. And that is absolutely by perfect design, because if you start to see even a little change, that really generates a little more high vibration in you. And it gives you that hope. You can see your health changing, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just that your acne disappears or becomes 50% less And even if it's not gone, it's just better than it was last month. And by seeing that health, you bring on hope. And by having that hope, you can inject joy into your life, even if it's just the tiniest little bit. Excuse me. So if you haven't guessed, I'm working on some detox behind the scenes. So I started with my skin. I started by changing my skincare regimen. That was easy for me. Now, did it work? Yeah, I would say so. Is my skin perfect by magazine standards? No. Do I care? Absolutely not. Look, you can see the radiance. You can see the glow. Now, did I get the glow just by working on the outside of my body? No. No. It definitely helps, but the glow is coming from within. So, I'm being poked and prodded to just mention really quick. There is something, if you are looking to start with your skin, there is something super exciting coming up. Is it this weekend? This weekend. If you guys like new things, new products, new services, new energy, new stuff to try, I'm your girl. So just keep posted. You will see, keep watching. You will see, but there's something really cool and new. I don't even know what it is coming this weekend. I just know it's coming this weekend. All right. So aside from that, I also started a fitness plan. I really didn't know what I was doing other than things that I like to do. So I started with what I knew, basics, things you would learn in gym class at school, right? And then as I got to a point where I would plateau, I would feel like there's got to be more. Why is it that this person here, this fitness trainer, is telling their story about how they looked like how I feel like I look like, but they look like a million times better right now? How do I get there? How do I get to look like that person? Not that you want to become that person. You want to become who you were truly meant to be. But if you see somebody that has a similar story to you, a similar body to you, a similar experience to you, of course you're going to gravitate to hear what they have to say, take it on, pull the parts that will work for you or feel good to you, and leave the rest. You don't have to do everything everybody else does, because you are your own creation. And what will happen is, for instance, I got to a point where there were certain parts of my body that I knew weren't looking like they should. And I eventually found somebody with a similar story. And I thought, well, I really like her. We don't know each other personally. We have messaged actually on Instagram, but I don't know her personally, but I got to know her through watching her videos and her free work, and really trusted her through getting to know her that way. And so I tried her program, and it was working. It was amazing. And sometimes we'll have setbacks, but we just take a few steps back when we need to, readjust, reevaluate, and then move forward again. So whatever you're doing may need to change. It's just like for anybody who's been around babies and toddlers, as soon as you think that child's schedule is set, they will change in a month. Or they will change in a few days, and it'll be something new. And that's all it is with you and your energy. Energy changes all the time. So just flow with it, feel with it, and go from there. So that's how I started my skin and my exercise routine. And I started nourishing my body as well with healthier choices in food. Have I ever cut out everything that's deemed not good for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Life is for living, but it is, it's up to you. You do have responsibility to feel and notice, is there something that you are ingesting or around in your environment that makes you feel not as good as when you're in a different environment or eating different food to nourish your body? So that's something to watch out for as well. Now, you've probably heard lots of stories about people who believe that the cheeseburgers at the fast food restaurants aren't good for you tend to have more disease if they're eating that, as opposed to the people who don't think it matters and they feel good when they're eating it, feeling healthy as a horse and looking healthy as a horse, right? As long as your horse is healthy. So, it really all depends what your perspective, your beliefs are, and if you are tuning in to what you're doing, where you're doing it, what's around you at the time, and how you are nourishing your body, mind, and soul is making you feel, and adjusting from there. So, let's see. I think I already mentioned some of the other things at the beginning. So, let me check. I am not seeing any particular questions or comments right now, but again, please do drop those in. If you're watching on replay, I will come back and address those later. And if I don't, I will definitely address them in the near future. How about that? So what is coming up? This Friday, today's Wednesday, this Friday, I will be continuing with the Stop Being Scared to Look at Yourself in the Mirror video series. I think it's number 3. Next month, I'll be bringing back Coffee with Deb.K, guidance for your body, mind, and soul. So be prepared. Watch for the event listings, mark your calendars, get yourself a mug of something awesome to drink and share this time with me. And something super duper duper is coming up later this year. So stay tuned. I can't give you any more information yet. Maybe soon I'll be able to give you more information, but not yet. All right. So some of you might be wondering, how do you get to work with me? Well, I'll tell you. As your very own fairy godmother, I am devoted to compassionately creating the change you desire to look and feel 10 years younger with hope, health, and joy along the way. So I currently offer work with me one-to-ones, small group programs, and specialty sessions. And if you're not sure which is the right step for you right now, just go ahead and book a free call with me and we can discover that together. The link is in the post above. And I want to thank you all for being here. And remember, it is time to go from feeling flat to flirty, fun, and fabulous every single day. Be the youiest you that you can be and celebrate you and this most magnificent life you are creating. And I will see you Friday and next month. Sending you so much love. Bye-bye.